Hello, welcome to today's devotional. I hope you're having a good day. Here in Nova Scotia, this time of year, the pollen has started, and so my eyes are quite watery. So hopefully, I'll be able to read my notes as I talk to you today. But I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Today, we're in Proverbs chapter 9, verse 3. We've been working our way um, through the book of Proverbs, and we arrive at chapter 9, verse 3 today. Chapter 9 is the last of the preparatory chapters as we prepare to read the proverbial statements that start in chapter 10. Chapter 9 is the last of the chapters, getting us ready for that process, and it's giving us this idea of wisdom as being a woman and foolishness as being a woman. These two women offering their house to you. Which house do you want to live in? And there's been this kind of theme through these early chapters about, as it were, being marrying wisdom or marrying foolishness. Being pursuing a relationship with wisdom or pursuing a relationship with foolishness. It's been a theme throughout these chapters, and it really very much is meant to give us the sense of the idea, the need to pursue wisdom. And so, anyway, we get to chapter 9. It's the last part of that. And so then the first three verses is starting with wisdom's case, and it says that wisdom has prepared her house. She's built her house on this foundation, and so she has this kind of foundation, this strong foundation to what she's doing. There's a purpose and a deliberateness to what she's doing. Verse 2, she set her table, she's getting her food ready for those that are going to sit at the thing. And this idea of preparation is part of wisdom. And then verse 3 comes, and it says, she has sent out her maidens. She calls from the tops of the heights of the city. And so we get this idea of she's now pursuing her goal, right? So she built a place for her goal. She built this house. Her goal, of course, is to have you. So she built a house. She set her table. So then there's preparation for the goal. Now there's the pursuit of the goal. Here in verse 3 is she sends out her maidens, and she herself goes and calls from the tops of the city, to come to her, and which we're going to read next time, and how she calls you come into my house. And so we're invited to come and have supper with her. And it's really important that we understand this. One of the aspects of wisdom is the pursuit. It's that going out to get the thing. Usually wisdom requires, and the things that are wise require some work on our part. Now, there's some things in life that just happen to us. Like, nobody had to do anything to get born. Your parents did all the work, and then raising you, that was still their work up to a certain point. But then as we grow older and we become more and more mature, we are supposed to find out in life that we have this need to do things in order to bring about good ends in our life, that we need to put in work to something in order to see a result. We need to plant seeds if we want to have a harvest, right? We need to walk to the store if we want to have groceries, or we have to work at a job in order to have money, or whatever. And so there's this kind of cause and effect idea, but the cause is very often in life, it's something we have to put work into. There's a pursuit of the thing. And here she is. She's done all the thing, right? She's built her house. She's set her table. She's now sending out her maidens to take the next step in the process of that pursuit. Wisdom works toward things. Foolishness does not. Wisdom knows that good things come from work, from the pursuit. Good things are achieved through the pursuit, and that the pursuit, usually, if you do it well with wisdom, it does itself produce those good things. Wisdom knows that there's a process in life, and there are cycles in life, that the world is designed around this idea of putting effort out in order to see benefit come back. And if you're wise about it, you'll actually see more benefit come back than the work you put out, which is kind of cool that God made the universe that way. Fools, on the other hand, they just want everything to drop into their lap. They want to have things for free without any work. They want to be able to, instead of have a job, they just want to play the lottery. Maybe I'll win $1 million and never have to work again in my life, right? While 1 in a million people may get to have the benefit of that, it's a fool who depends on that. Luck is not a strategy, but a lot of fools they live this way, right? They think that I should be able to get things with the minimal effort, with minimum preparation, with minimum effort, with minimum pursuit. I should be able to just show up and then everything falls in my lap. That's a fool. And that we'll see later on in this chapter that the fool, her house is like that. She just sits in the doorway and just calls out to people as they pass by, come on in. And she's got a very, very non-planned way, and a non-pursuing way To be wise, one must study, right? There's a pursuit. To be a fool, one must not do anything. You don't really need to do anything at all. Being a fool is easy. Anybody can be a fool. Just don't do anything. But to be a wise person, well, that requires a certain amount of effort and pursuit, and the pursuit of wisdom itself is part of that pursuit. Is part of what this is all about. And so here Proverbs has spent 9 chapters, and if you've been following along for the whole thing, you might be like, man, there's some things in this that seem repetitious. Well, that's because there's a pursuit of this. There's a step after step after step to this, and to becoming a wise person and preparing yourselves to learn even further wisdom requires that pursuit. Anyways, short devotional here today. I hope you have a good day. Well, God bless you, and we'll see you next time for verse 4.